Hey guys, it's Rachel from Leblon Pilates, and I'm here with a quick tower class for you. So let's get started with a warm up on our backs. Lying down on your back, let's have our knees bent, feet flat, about hip socket distance apart. Inhale, lengthening tall through the crown of your head. And exhale, let's tuck the tail round the spine and start to roll back into your first C curve. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale, restack the spine through low back, middle back, upper back. Inhale, and exhale, start to roll back. Finding that C curve, inhale, exhale, restack the spine, low back, middle back, upper back, growing tall. I'm pressing my feet down into the mat as I roll back and going back just a little bit further each time, drawing my belly in, finding my sitting bones and lengthening tall through the crown of the head. One more time, inhale and exhale. Maybe going back the furthest you can, I'm able to melt my sacrum down onto the mat. Maybe you can do the same, maybe you're a little bit higher up. And then I'm pressing down into the backs of my thighs, kind of drawing down to help lengthen my spine. Let's add some rotation. So I'm going to take my left hand to the outside of my right calf, and my right hand on the outside of my right thigh. And I'm using that to twist my spine. We'll inhale. Exhale, roll back into your C curve, keeping both sides of the pelvis heavy, and then using your obliques, come back up, sitting tall. Inhale, and exhale, rolling back into that C curve, and then pressing into the feet, lengthening up tall. Inhale, and exhale, rolling back, maybe getting a bit deeper, and then drawing those abs in. And sitting up tall, one more time, rolling back. And then sitting up tall. Let's go to the other side. So I'm taking my right hand, the outside of the left calf. Left hand, the outside of that left thigh. We're rolling back. And then restacking the spine. This is just a way to start warming up, tapping into the core, stretching your back. My low back tends to get tight, so I like to do a little bit of C curve work, sometimes some pelvic rocking, just to loosen it up. A little bit further, both sides of the pelvis are heavy, even though I'm rotating and lengthening up tall. One more time, rolling back. And exhale. And up. Very good. Let's turn around. Face our tower. Reach the legs long into the uprights. Getting that feedback will help level out your pelvis. Grab onto that roll down bar. Little downward pressure on that bar to feel that arm back connection. Start to tuck the tail around the spine. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. My feet start to come away from the uprights, but I'm still pushing my balls of the feet into the uprights. And then rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling down. Massaging down the back. Inhale. Exhale. Coming up through the head, the ribs. Curling the abdominals over the ribs to come back up. Try not to overuse your hip flexors with these roll downs. It's really easy just to pop on up, using those hip flexors to try to peel that spine one vertebrae at a time off the mat. We're going to do that one more time. And then keeping that downward pressure, coming up an inch, coming up another inch, coming up another inch, coming up another inch. We go down an inch, come up an inch, 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 one more time, down an inch, come up an inch, up an inch, up an inch, all the way up. Very good. Let's cross the right leg over the left. Bring the left hand in the center of the bar. Right hand goes on top. We'll open that right hand out, laying out into our water skier, then using the left side of the obliques to come back up. And open, tap, and then using those obliques to come back up. Follow your hand, rotate, just tap that shoulder blade and come back up. One more time. Tap, coming back up. All right, we're gonna uncross that leg, crossing the other leg on top, really reaching it long. Right hand in the center, left hand on top, follow that hand. Open, tap, and then coming back up. Inhale, open, tap, and then up. So we're adding that rotation, getting into the obliques. Feeling that left rib cage coming across the right hip to come up. Inhale, open, tap, and then coming back up. Good. One last exercise with our roll down bar. We're going to bring the feet back up against the uprights. Left hand in the center. Right hand goes around your middle. Roll down straight. And rest all the way down. Let's take that right arm, circling it overhead and curving over to the left. I like to grab onto the mat converter here, it feels really good. Then you're gonna take that right leg, stretch it over the left, and just breathe. We're in this banana shape, banana pose. And we're breathing into our right side. Reaching into the right side of the ribs. Right hip, right QL. One more deep breath. Let's uncross our leg. Bring your torso back to center. Wrap that arm around your middle. Same controlled roll up. All the way up. All right, switching hands. Right hand in the middle. Left hand around the middle of your waist. Rolling down. And then we're going to take that left arm up and over. Stretching over to the right, and then crossing the left leg over the right, and just breathing into that left side. Actively pulling and stretching through the left side of the ribs, through that right hip, or left hip rather. One more breath. And then we're going to bring our torso back to center, bringing that leg back, and then rolling up straight. Okay. So, rather than hook up our push-through bar for our footwork, we're going to do our footwork on the mat here, hands behind the head. Let's flex our feet, glue the legs together, and press the legs out. We'll do this 10 times, pushing into that imaginary foot bar. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's cup our feet and keep going for another 10 with arches on our bar. Squeezing the inner thighs together. Head supported. We've got 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay curled up for our last one. Beat feet with toes on. Pressing out, bending in. Squeezing the heels together to press out. We've got 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rest down. Hug those knees in. Woo. All right. Let's hop on up. Let's adjust our push-through bar down to the 3rd eyelet for our hundreds. So we're gonna hook the legs over that wooden bar. You can scooch away from your tower or Cadillac, half a Cadillac, if that's where you are. And when you curl up and press down, you should be able to get some clearance away from your thighs once our legs are in tabletop. All right, so let's curl that neck and shoulders up. We're going into our hundreds. We'll stretch our legs away, heels together, toes apart. We pump. Inhale. Exhale. That's 10. Inhale. Exhale. 20. Inhale. Exhale. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 100. Whew. Let's keep that bar behind the thighs, behind the knees, arms reaching long by your sides. And we'll peel the pelvis and the spine up. What I love about this is the bar pulls your knees forward, which can feel nice and lengthening out of your hips. Let's articulate our spine down, upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum and tailbone release. Inhale. Exhale, press down into all 4 corners of the feet. We peel the pelvis and the spine up, using those glutes to press the hips up and articulate that spine down. Upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum and tailbone release down. We inhale. Exhale, pressing down into all 4 corners of the feet. We peel the pelvis and the spine up, feeling that bar, lifting that pelvis, reaching the knees forward, and then articulating the spine down, upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum and tailbone release down. Let's do that one more time. Pressing into the feet. Starting to peel the pelvis and the spine up. Filling that bar, reaching the thighs forward, opening the hips, and lowering down 1 vertebrae at a time. Very good. Let's come on up. We will take that bar and flip it back up to the top eyelets of our tower. And we're going to grab our yellow candles and put them on number 4. And our yellow purples with the stirrup, yellow purples with the stirrup. Put them on number 3. We'll do a little bit of arm and leg work. All right, so lying down, the further you are away from the tower, the more tension you'll have on the springs. me, it changes from day to day, so I do a couple of test presses just to make sure that I'm feeling the work is challenging, but it's not so challenging that I'm arching my back or losing my core. So this is pretty good for me. I'm going to keep my feet down to keep this simple. Exhale, press the arms down. I'm going to hold them there for a beat, and then resist back up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pressing down, nice wide collarbone. And then inhale, resist back up. So I'm working the backs of my arms and my upper back, trying to keep my collarbone wide as I press the springs down. One more time. Next, I'll take my arms out wide, hug them down towards the hips in the T-fold. One more time, think pinkies to hips, engage that core. Circles. For this, I'm going to bring my legs into tabletop so I get a bit of a core challenge. I'm going to press down, circle around and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then reversing, trying to keep that collarbone wide as I do those circles. 3, 4, and 5. Keeping my legs up, elbows down on the mat, triceps presses. Ooh, it's hard to keep the upper arm bones down, collarbone wide. One more time. Ooh, very good. Like I said, quick tower. You need a little bit of movement, but don't have a whole lot of time. We're going to put the feet into our stirrups. Reach overhead so that your arms are pushing into the uprights. And let's reach our legs out. I like to keep my legs parallel because I am a dancer, a former dancer, so it's good to challenge myself by not being turned out all the time. I'm going to lower the legs down, feeling those glutes and hamstrings, and then resisting back up. And then lowering down as I push into the uprights, and then resist back up. Just 5 reps of each, keeping it really clean. One more time. All right, I'm going to lower down halfway, turning the toes out, 5 frogs. Press out, zip the inner thighs together. Resisting the springs, glutes and hamstrings, take it out. All right, that was the last of our frogs. Let's press our legs out. I'm going to keep them and turn out for our circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Bring those legs up. Last thing, we're just going to do some little walks. Walking down and then walking back up. Walking down and walking back up. Looks like you're walking down the wall and then up the wall. Walking down the wall and up the wall. Bringing those legs up. We'll take the feet out of those straps and come up to a seated position. And that is it. Just a quick little tower workout just to get loose, connect with your arm muscles, your back muscles, your leg muscles, and you're ready to start your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.